What's up guys, it's Faded, welcome back to the channel, hope you're all doing awesome as always, and as we approach Call of Duty Next, and of course the upcoming Modern Warfare 3 beta, I'd like to run through all the things confirmed for the games, so that means what's leaked, and things we can expect to see as we near the game's release. But before we get into it, only 2% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy this video and are interested in seeing more content from me, please consider hitting that subscribe button. But anyways, let's get into it as we have a lot to discuss. So for today's rundown of things, I wrote them all down on a piece of paper right here. We have about 7 bullet points to touch on with some details for each of those bullet points. So up first is the now common knowledge that we will be getting 16 remastered maps upon the game's launch. Now, not every map is a one-to-one recreation. There will be some visual updates and things of the sort. For example, the lake behind the boathouse on Estate is now swimmable, so following suit with the modernized movement that we saw in Modern Warfare 2019. But all 16 Modern Warfare 2 2009 remastered maps will be available immediately when the game launches. Those aren't the only maps on the table when the game launches, however, because for my ground war peeps, you guys will have access to Resort, Military Base, and Industrial Belt. But we also have a 4th map, which is Launch Facility. So do you guys remember the war mode from Call of Duty World War II? Well, that's making a return here in Modern Warfare 3, so there's going to be some maps made for that mode too, and this is one of those maps. Now, one thing I'd like to briefly discuss is the concern from the community regarding post-launch support. There's a concern that there isn't going to be enough original content to balance out the ecosystem with the amount of remastered stuff that we're getting, and a blog post was actually made about this, and it says, quote, "Expect a flow of free post-launch content including core 6v6 maps and additional multiplayer content to continue after launch. As stated, we'll have over 12 all-new core 6v6 maps releasing in Season 2, along with additional maps and modes throughout the future seasons." Next up, map voting is finally back, thank God. It's a fan favorite and highly requested feature, and it's now back, which means we no longer have to keep backing out and requeuing matches until we get the map that we want. Now, as for the modes, we're going to touch on both new and returning ones. First up is Cutthroat, and this is a 3v3v3 round-based and elimination style mode, akin to Modern Warfare 19's Gunfight mode, which actually is not the first thing that I immediately thought of upon hearing this. I don't know how many of my subscribers are OG players, but I actually thought of this as more of the old school multi-team modes back in Black Ops 2. War is back, like I said, and it's a progression-based mode, kind of like what we have in Invasion currently. The staple modes are all back, but one interesting thing to think about is the fact that the last time these maps were playable was back in 2009, so modes like Hardpoint and Kill Confirmed didn't exist back then, and I think it'll be pretty cool to see how those modes fare with these old school maps. And Hardcore is here on day 1, baby, so no more of that tier 1 crap. As for gameplay shifts and changes, 150 base health is back, so the time to kill will feel a little bit slower, which I do enjoy. Classic minimap has made its long-awaited return, so unsilenced weapons will be shown on the minimap when fired, and it's not like Vanguard where you had to equip a perk to see the red dots. We all have them now. Movement changes are back, which means slide canceling returns, along with an all-new tack stance, which, if I'm understanding this right, allows you to do things like ADS while sliding, so that could be useful. Your perks are now selectable gear for your operator, which most of us know this already because it was one of the first few leaks that we got. New equipment, which I'm not sure on the specifics. We'll find out more when we get to COD Next on October 5th. And another thing for you guys to look forward to is the returning weapon vaults, and these are going to work exactly like how they were marketed last year, where the gun design persists no matter what attachment changes you make, which is amazing. Because you know how when we used to alter blueprints back in Modern Warfare 2019, as soon as you change one attachment it loses its design? Well, that's not the case. The design is going to stay no matter what attachments you put on it, which is great. And of course, I can't go without mentioning this, as I sound like a broken record every time I say it, but all of your weapons, cosmetics, what have you, those will all transfer to Modern Warfare 3, which I don't know why they didn't start doing this a long time ago. It only makes sense. This is their big marketing strategy and is probably the reason why they've gone ham on the bundles since Season 5 Reloaded, because they want to get everybody to grab as many cosmetics as they can, so that way they can use them all on day 1 when the new game releases. As for beta access, since I know people are interested in that, Weekend 1 is still PlayStation exclusive, so early access for the pre-order crowd is October 6th to the 7th. Then for the rest of the PlayStation people, your opportunity comes on the 8th and lasts until the 10th. And then comes the crossplay beta for all platforms, so that's PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So early access for that is the 12th to the 13th, and then open access for everybody is the 14th to the 16th. Now, I know most of you don't care about the weapons, but I will keep it brief since I would like to cover them. And remember, all of this is subject to alteration, so do keep that in mind. But as for ARs so far, we have the CDG-57, the Holger, which, unless it's a completely different gun, was formerly an LMG in Modern Warfare 2019. Next is the Anvil B, the MCW, the AK-556, and the MTZ-556. For battle rifles, we have the MTZ-762, the XM5, the Bushmaster ACR, which I know hearing those three letters just got your attention, and then the Bass B. For SMGs, we have the returning Striker 45, which is the UMP, the WSP-9, the Lock 9, the returning Scorpion Evo, last seen in Black Ops 2, and the SAR-9. A measly launch selection for snipers, we only have three, those being the KVB-73, the AMR-50, and the KVS Terminus. For LMGs, we have the QBZ-95 LSW, the MG-36, the PKM, the FN Volleys, I think I'm saying that right, and the PKP. And then lastly are the pistols, those being the Glock 21, the RHS-12, the Micro Uzi, which I'm assuming is a callback to the OG Modern Warfare 2 Mini Uzi, and then a returning Pocket FAMAS in the M93 Raffica. So that's all the info I have for you guys now. Like I said, we'll find out more once we get to COD Next on October 5th. So if anybody's free that day, make sure you guys have notifications on for the Call of Duty YouTube channel, and tune into that live stream so you can catch all the new stuff that wasn't mentioned here. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, do be sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and share the video with a friend because all the support helps the channel greatly. And I will see you all in whatever video I upload next. Take care.